What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, and today I wanted to talk about WWE 2K18. Oh yeah! And I want to remind you guys before we do get in the video, we are still giving away multiple copies of WWE 2K18 to the console of your choice. So if you want to go ahead and follow that link in the description, make sure you enter, because on the 15th of this month, we are going to be choosing those winners. We'll send you an email, we'll get your address, and we'll get them shipped out to you guys by the time the game comes out. So make sure you guys go ahead, follow the link in the description, and you will be all good to get in the contest to win WWE 2K18. Now today we got a very special video because one of the things that I really want to talk about is people that are not going to be in WWE 2K18. Now there's a lot of people that we thought would have been in WWE 2K18 and they're not listed on the main reveal, and we'll have to figure out why they're not going to be in the game. We'll kind of talk about it, but this is pre any of the DLC announcements, so some of this may change. But as far as I know, going right now, these people are not included in the game. Things could change with DLC again, but this is what we're going to look at. And today, we actually compiled 18, that's right, 18 superstars that aren't going to be in WWE 2K18 at this current point. They weren't announced on the physical disc. They may be DLC. So, first bit of people I want to look at is people that were in WWE games last year in WWE 2K17, but for whatever reason did not make the cut on the main game this year. First off, we're looking at Lana. A lot of people thought Lana would be a playable female wrestler, but she did not make the cut here, and she is not in the game. She might be DLC, but again, at this current point, we don't think that Lana's in the game right now. As far as another superstar that people were thinking were going to be in the game was Austin Aries. I know that he just recently left the WWE, but a lot of people have speculated that he could still be in the game because that is just how the game works. You know, they usually include people that are just cut from the WWE, but he is not in the game. Whether they wanted to pull him out or not, I don't know what WWE's case was here. Maybe there was a bad taste in their mouth and they didn't want to use him, but Austin Aries not making it in the game. Also, we have Brian Pillman, that's right, Brian Pillman not making it into the WWE game this year, which is surprising because a lot of times they just leave legends in the game and they put them there. But Brian Pillman is not in there, along with Stunning Steve Austin is not listed here. Things could change with DLC, or they could add him at a later point. He could be in the game and they just haven't announced him yet. But I don't know at this current point. They don't have Stunning Steve Austin in the game. There's also a few other variants of superstars like Sting. There's a couple versions of him that aren't in there. But we'll just leave him as one little thing here. Also, Arn Anderson, a legend in the WWE. It's crazy that he's not in this year's game. Kind of crazy because, like I said, they usually just leave these legends in the game. But this year, Arn Anderson did not make the cut. Another surprising cut here is the Road Dogg Billy Gunn. Both the New Age Outlaws are not making it in the game. I know Billy Gunn isn't really a WWE guy right now, or maybe he is back in WWE. I'm not sure his relationship with WWE at this current point, but I do know that Road Dogg is still around. So it's odd that him and Billy Gunn are not in the game, but I guess they removed them to leave some room for some other people. And then we're going to look at some managers here that were in previous games, and there's also like playable versions of some of these. But Bobby the Brain Heenan, not listed anywhere as a manager. That could be different. I mean, I don't see it listed anywhere. I've looked through the entire roster. Bobby the Brain Heenan, not listed. Another one is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, which is surprising. Again, it's just a guy who you think would always be in a WWE game, like over and over and over. You have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He's always in the game. But he's not this year. And last, from all the games, this is the most surprising for me that is not in the game, is Mr. McMahon. Can you believe it? Mr. McMahon is not in the WWE game. Like, did they just not want to include him? I know he hasn't been around in a while, but that's a guy that you think would always be in the WWE game. Maybe it was a misstep on their part. Maybe he asked not to be in the game. I don't know. It's crazy, though. Mr. McMahon not in the game. So now, what I want to do is kind of look at some guys that are currently in the WWE roster that we thought could possibly be in the WWE game. But at this current point, again, I'm going to state this over and over and over so I don't get the heat here. But at this current point, they're not in the WWE game. And they're not listed coming out. They may be DLC, but at this current point, they are not listed in the WWE game. First off, we're going to go female. On NXT, we got Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott currently not on the roster. She was one of those that I speculated maybe could be DLC, maybe not, depending on how they lock it all down and how they want to do it. But I think Ruby Riott is awesome. She's great. She fought for the NXT Women's Championship. I mean, put her in the game DLC maybe. That would be awesome. If they don't, it's sad that they don't get her in there. But yeah. And then also, we have Oney Lorcan. And I don't know if you guys are a big fan of Oney Lorcan, but Oney Lorcan's top on my list of wrestlers that I want in WWE games because he kind of took me by surprise. He wasn't one of those guys who was kind of talked about. He just kind of had some really awesome matches on NXT television. Some hard-hitting, like, okay, those are sick matches. Those are awesome, like, hard-hitting, amazing matches. And that's what I feel with Oney Lorcan. If you haven't watched any of Oney Lorcan stuff, you got to check him out. It is such a surprise that he's not in the game this year, considering they put, like, Roderick Strong and stuff. I know Roderick Strong has a bigger title picture. And maybe, like I said, maybe they could throw him on his DLC, but again, I just don't see him making the cut for the game. Another one that everybody thought would be on the disc would be Drew McIntyre. Coming back to the WWE, now the NXT champion, Drew McIntyre. People want him in the game. At this current point, he's not listed on the game, but things may change with DLC, and I think there is potential for these last ones to possibly be in the game for DLC, but at this current point, they are not listed on the physical disc on the copy that ships to you. They would be maybe DLC at a later date. And these last ones are everybody's request for the WWE games. Can we get these last guys in the game? Can we get these last 5 ones in the like? Everybody wanted this. And this is so far-fetched. I do not think these 3 are going to be in the game, and that's Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. I do not think that they are going to be in the game. There's just so much speculation that we got to have them. We got to get them. We got to make it happen. They came way too late. They just showed up on NXT television. I don't think they're going to be putting them in the game. If they put them in DLC, it's going to be super, super, super surprising because, like I said, they literally just showed up. Adam Cole, baby! But Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish will probably be those guys that are on the most wanted list for download. If you go on the community creations, they will be there. They'll be there first. I'm sure Adam Cole, baby, will be the first one that everybody downloads when they get the WWE 2K18 game. And last and certainly not least is the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. Ever since they returned to the WWE, everybody's like, they got to put him in WWE 2K18. They got to put him in 2K18. They had Roderick Strong. They could put him in. Right. Will they go down as another superstar here on the list? And then, I mean, I even have a lot of bonus people here that I would include, like Aleister Black, of course. You want to put him in the game, but that would put me up to 19, so I could definitely not do that. I had to keep it at 18. But yeah, the Hardy Boys are on there as well. Aleister Black is another one who I think is going to be probably DLC, but again, I don't know. I'm not sure with him. But I wanted this to be a fun list and keep it at 18, so that's why we left him off our list here. But anyway, guys, let me run this down one more time. We got honorable mention of Aleister Black. We got Lana, Austin Aries, Brian Pillman, Stunning Steve Austin, Arn Anderson, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Bobby Heenan, Ted DiBiase, and Mr. McMahon, along with Ruby Riott, Oney Lorcan, Drew McIntyre, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Matt Hardy, and Jeff Hardy as superstars who are not currently in the WWE game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for WWE 2K18? Do you think some of these people will be DLC, or do you think they just kind of left them off here and we're saying, you know what? We just don't need Mr. McMahon in our game in a year. I don't know. It's weird for me. It's weird for me. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Smash that like button if you enjoy this type of thing. And as always, TonyPizzaGuy 2.